Good morning, hello, good evening. This is the Laser Beam of Truth channel. I'm going to give you guys an update on the chickens. Actually, just before I do that, I'm going to give you a quick little zoom. I don't know if you can see them way down there. There's some turkeys in the back far end of the field. Our fields are really pretty right now. There's rye in the middle, and those turkeys are out there probably foraging on the rye. A couple of big toms, it looks like. So that'll be interesting. I gotta go get a turkey hunting license, but the girls, the patties, are doing very well. They're laying a lot of eggs. Patrick, the rooster, we got one rooster out of the bunch. He's starting to become quite the cock, if you know what I mean. Likes to jump up and kick you with his spurs sometimes. Kind of a dick. Anyways, just had to wake up and quick put the girls back in their coop because I had forgotten. I basically let them out sometimes in the evening. You know, there's a lot of predators around. There's been a lot of red-tailed hawks circling around looking at the coop like it's a hen house or a McDonald's or whatever you want to call it for a red-tailed hawk, but not a very good idea to let the chickens go roaming around when there's predatory birds flying around looking at your birds. So they spent a lot more time inside their coop, but they did get a lot of free ranging during the summertime when they were growing up. We lost a couple of them that way to the neighbor's dogs. But all in all, I think the chickens have had a pretty good life so far, and they're starting to show it in the number of eggs they're producing. They're kicking out quite a few eggs anymore. Sounds like there's one in there laying an egg right now. Some of these chickens are laying eggs so big that I honestly kid you not, it shrieks the imagination to understand how these little birds can. So this is another dilemma with the chickens. Basically, I've been watering them with, I think this is a 3-gallon watering trough system for chickens. Basically, you fill this thing up with water, and then you put this top on it like this, and then you rotate it, and then you flip the whole thing over, and the water just spills out into this little channel here where the chickens can drink it. The only problem is it gets all dirty around the edges here, and part of chicken raising, I guess, that the biggest challenge is keeping your birds healthy for a long period of time and allowing them to drink from, you know, troughs where bacteria can form and fester. And if you don't clean this out really well, this is going to be a bacteria haven where your chickens are probably going to eventually get sick, and once it's in their water, they're all going to share the same water, so they're all going to get sick. So this is not a really good system really long term to have for your chickens, I don't think. It doesn't seem like a very healthy or sanitary way to water your birds. So I've basically ordered these little nipple things that are coming from an online distributor. I'm going to make some watering bucket systems that basically the chickens peck at with a little red nipple. And it's designed specifically for chickens. The nipples are red. Chickens peck at things that are red, so they should quickly learn how to get their water. And this will basically eliminate the need for me to use this stupid contraption system, and especially in the wintertime. I'm just not looking for, there's just no way I can feasibly come out here with a garden hose and fill up this bucket in the wintertime, because by early December my garden hose is going to start to look like a garden coil that will never unthaw even if I turn on the water. So that's not a good option. So I need something that I can bring inside easily and clean. This would be a pain in the butt to clean inside my house and fill with water every day in the wintertime. So I'm going to use a 5-gallon bucket instead, which will last a little bit longer with these nipples, and hopefully I can maybe add a heating element to it in the wintertime to make sure it doesn't freeze. So just wanted to add that kind of little tidbit if you're raising chickens. So anyway, so here we are. I just fixed the feeder. Basically now they're eating their, basically it's a mash out of the feeder. They like that. I got the water bucket hooked back up. And there's laying some eggs there, and these girls are laying some. She's laying one. They don't typically use these boxes on the bottom for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe they will in the wintertime, or for whatever reason they just don't like to use them. But so, yeah, go out here and show you this. Basically I go to my grain elevator and I fill this thing up with their feed, and then I use just a scooper thing to scoop that out. And over here we got some eggs, and there's a few of them that are There's a dozen in there. A few of them, you gotta wash them all off, but there's some right there that we got. And then got a bunch of these 18-pack things. Yeah. So anyways, there you go.